Hey y'all, Duck-billed Hickok here, and I'm just gonna shoot the shit with you. But Sanjay ain't here, so this ain't a shooting the shit with Sanjay. I believe he's out meditating in the woods right now. I believe he's on the fourth dimension of meditation, of his transcendental meditation, as they say. I checked in with him the other day, and apparently he was seeing God and stuff, and he says he had a conversation with Batman or something, so I don't know. He's far out, man. He's out there. He's way out there. But yeah, I wanted to have a conversation. I wanted to shoot the shit with you because something occurred to me. Y'all remember that Simpsons episode from, I believe it was season 7? Lucky 7 Insurance. Roughly the same year that the movie 7 came out. Also, the 7 Wonders of the World. Anyway, speaking of 7, I just got me some cigarettes from the 7-Eleven, and I'm gonna have me a cigarette. So while we're on the topic of 7, I'm gonna smoke 7 cigarettes in a row, and by that I mean exactly 1 cigarette. I don't fucking chain smoke, y'all. That shit's for fools. Anyway, yeah, season 7 of The Simpsons, and it was an episode. It was one of them Sideshow Bob episodes. Speaking of Bob, Twin Peaks, y'all remember Bob? Of course you do. All right. Now, it was one of them Sideshow Bob episodes, and I believe it was the one where Bob hijacks that plane. And he's trying to get Krusty the Clown off the ear. Now, normally, I wouldn't have done it. Well, Krusty's alright sometimes, but other times he's kind of a shill and a hack. Honestly, if I was gonna pick one of the two I identified with more, probably be Sideshow Bob, honestly. But anyway, what I'm talking about here has nothing to do with the characters. It just has to do with something I thought about. In it, Krusty the Clown gets kicked off the air, but he's so desperate to continue entertaining for people that he goes off grid, so to say, and like a shack in the woods where they have a public access station, and he goes raw, man. He goes raw, like. Just basically with nothing. There's nothing there but like some batteries and like some tools, and he makes the best out of it. You know what I mean? So think of it like this. In the context of this story, the SJWs of the world, the left, the totalitarian left, they're Sideshow Bob, and those of us who still believe in freedom, free speech, and all that, we're Krusty the Clown. Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna morph into Sanjay. Oh shit.
Oh, hello, thank you. You see what I did there? I put the hat on backwards, and now I'm a different guy. I don't know, what the hell. I guess Indian people sometimes wear backwards hats, sure, what the fuck. I'm gonna keep on the Elton John sunglasses, okay? But what I was saying was that, the SJWs of the world, the idiot far leftists, the snowflakes, they're crazy old Sideshow Bob, and we're Krusty the Clown, because Krusty was not going to let some fucking, reverse fascist, really a true fascist, take him off the air. They took away, Sideshow Bob took away his show, the ability to broadcast. But Krusty was like,
"Fuck you, Sideshow Bob. You can't stop me. I'm the Crustmeister."
you know what I'm saying? So he was so passionate about wanting to entertain and well, not really about spreading the truth in that context, but anyway, I'm remixing it. If I was going to rewrite this episode, this is how I would rewrite it, in other words. So, just go with me here. So Krusty was so passionate about free speech, and that he wasn't gonna let old Sideshow Bob, keep him down. That he actually went to an off-grid public access radio station. Straightforward, raw shit. And he actually made some kind of show out of whatever was around. I think in his case it was like batteries and an old pipe tool or something. But I'm doing the same thing right here. Look, it's it's Jimmy the Bull and the Blue Hawaiian. Remember the Blue Hawaiian from the Hieronymus Bosch episode? Anyway, he made it work, And why I'm bringing this up is that, think of it this way. They're going to keep trying to censor us, kick us off all the platforms, be bullies basically, for us having the audacity to have wrong thing, okay? What they perceive as wrong, And that's why I say, hey man, nice shot. With a good shot, man. They stick it in your face and let you smell what they consider wrong. That's why I say, hey man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to break into a little Indian mantra version of the Filter song, okay? Alright. Oh, sorry about that. Yes. So, you know what I say? How do you say, and I should note that while my father was Indian, my mother was Italian. So that's how I would explain, why I talk Italian-ish. I'm like Indian Italian, okay? Anyway, the motherfuckers are going to try to keep censoring us, okay? And you just have to tell them to suck your fucking cock. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, yo, bitch! Why don't you come over here and suck my dong, you motherfucking whore? Hey! Why don't you suck on my big Brooklyn balls, bitch? You know what I'm saying? You just have to tell them to lick your asshole. Because here's the way I look at it, If they kick you off YouTube, suck a dick. Then you go over to the podcasts. You go to Buzzsprout. Or you go to one of the other ones. And I should let you know, I'm going to be starting a podcast soon. Actually, two. One for Zylan Roberts and one for my Samsara Junkyard music reviews. So yeah. And, eventually, if they kick you off the podcasts, if they unveil that technology that I heard about, that, where they're going to be, sophisticatedly blocking websites they don't want you access to, and probably eventually they'll get through the VPN ones too, so probably eventually, mines will be down, but I think it's going to be a constant back and forth. It kind of reminds me of something I watched a long time ago about the constant battle between gun manufacturers and you know, people who develop bulletproof vests, and how, you know, the people who develop the bullets keep developing, you know, more and more sophisticated, more, you know, piercing, fine-tuned bullets, and as a result, people who develop bulletproof vests, you know, will develop even stronger polymers in their vests, you know, because the bullets are getting so sophisticated that, like, you know, they can get through any kind of vest. So they make the vests stronger, okay? And then the bullet manufacturers make the bullets even more fine-tuned. And then, you know, the vest people, they make the vests even stronger and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of like again, a Simpsons episode. Simpsons did it. You know, the old Itchy and Scratchy, where they, you know, one guy has the gun, and the other one gets a bigger gun, and then the other guy, Itchy, gets the bigger gun, and Scratchy gets a bigger gun, and blah, 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 until the world blows up. But not to make a cynical analogy, but what I'm trying to say is that, like, it's going to be a constant back and forth, because with God, with Krishna, with Shiva, with Christ, whatever your God, whatever your name for God is, with God, all things are possible, okay? You know? With God, all things are possible. Unfortunately, the same can be said for the devil, you know? Because it's sort of a yin-yang thing, you know? The battle between good and evil is never complete. It's ongoing because like God, you know, God is infinite. You know what I'm saying? So, and therefore I think technology and science are a form of magic, okay? And, I think my cigarette went out. No. Is this still lit? Okay, I have to light it again. Oh, hope I don't burn it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, so, but in the event that they kick us off of the internet completely, then you go out into the fucking streets, okay? Go do some street theater. Which I'm probably going to start busking anyway, because a friend of mine from Cincinnati invited me to go busking with him sometime. So, whoa, that did not mean to do that. Okay. Because I'm also a musician, I play a number of instruments. You know, guitar, keyboards, vocals, etc. So I'm probably going to start busking anyway, but I thought, why not have busking performance art as well? They kick us off, you know, and then they'll say, okay, well, I'm a beat cop. You can't do that here. You gotta get a busking license from the same fucking motherfucking government tolls who fucking kicked you off the internet. Google owns everything, man. We're the Google police, okay? Google owned police. Google owned Quickie Marts. Google owned internet. Google owned cigarettes. Google owns the national parks now. Yeah. Google owns everything, man. And as you know, Google is just code for the government. Googling into your life. But you know, fuck it. You know, if they kick us off one street, you go to another. If they kick you off that street, you go to another. If they put you in jail for, you know, going from too many streets and doing your thing, offending the people, then you put on the greatest prison theater special ever. Sort of like in, how shall you say, oh, that Arrested Development, season 3, I believe it was. basically what I'm saying is,
don't give up till the bitter end. Never surrender.
this is Sanjay
And Duck-billed Hickok
saying,
saying,
subscribe,
bitches.
bitches. Okay, see you later. Thank you, come again.